Hi everyone, this is Marcus, aka the Gravaholic, and today I will have a conversation with Albert Medrano. He's the marketing and sales director of Gobik. Gobik, who is a Spanish cycling apparel brand, founded 2010, I think it was now. Amazing stuff, and I will tell you a little bit about the story why I came to be part of the Gobik family and how that came to be in a little bit. But here are some of the other things that we will talking to about Albert today. One thing that I need to ask you, and I hope you can be honest about this. Egan Bernal,
Yeah,
he posted a picture that was kind of pre-launch of everything. Was that on intention or was it a mistake?
big company stories that started in a garage because literally start like this. The two founders of the company, they were friends that they love biking. My job is to decrease the pain of my consumer, the final
Hmm.
consumer and the retailer consumer. I feel like more energized, like I have more energy to to develop my professional work during the day. So that's why, yeah, I like to mention this morning dopamine. Sports session is part of my breakfast.
Super. I hope that got you excited about listening to the full interview. And here he is, Albert. Hi, Albert. How are you doing today?
Hi, Marcus. I'm good, very good. Thank you. How are you?
Very good. Where are you right now, if I may ask?
Yeah, right now I'm in Barcelona because I live in Barcelona. Even that the company is based in Yecla, in Murcia, in the south of Spain. I live in Barcelona, so and yeah, here I am.
Barcelona is a beautiful city. I think there's many like me that appreciates Barcelona. It's such a beautiful city.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's really nice in terms of the architecture, weather. We have beach, we have mountains as well. So yeah, I'm quite lucky, and that's why I'm based in here in Barcelona, and I didn't move to Yecla for this position.
I can understand that. I can understand. I haven't been there though. I would love to go, but
Okay.
I can understand why why you gravitate towards Barcelona. And is it next weekend then that you will have Volta Catalunya coming to finish as well in Barcelona, right?
Yeah, actually, Vuelta a Catalunya starts yesterday
Yeah.
in the north of Catalonia in the Costa Brava, and today they are going to the Pyrenees, and it will finish next Sunday. The final stage is gonna be around Barcelona. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that when they do the lap around the city. It's
yeah. The Montjuic mountain, they're going up and down several times, which is really cool. Yeah.
do you know that as well? Do you do that loop yourself or?
Yeah, I know a little bit around because I like biking. So I know, well, it's not usual to ride in Barcelona because actually even there is a little mountain that there's Montjuic in Barcelona where the Olympics took place in 1982. It's quite crowded if it's not close. So it's not the places where I used to ride, but I know this this part of the circuit. Yes.
Yeah, I saw that you had a bike behind you there. I'm just curious, what kind of bike do you have there?
Yeah, here I have my road bike. Is a Trek Madone SLR. And then I have a few more. The mountain bike one, and then I have a fixie one as well. I don't have gravel yet,
Oh
but
man.
it's on my wish list. But yeah, I like biking, but I share this passion with other sports because I like a lot of sports. So the problem is that I don't have time. So it's that's why I don't have the gravel one yet, but I think that soon will be another
But you know,
like toy in the
ev-
collection.
every bike is a gravel bike, so you can.
Yeah, with change the tires and that's it.
But hey, you were actually, I think you were in Germany last week, right? For this
Yeah,
big show, Cycling World. No?
yeah. We were in Düsseldorf in Cycling World. We were presenting our brand in the German market. Even that we have some clients there. A lot of consumers are already buying us through our website, but is one of the focus of the company for this season to get into the German market with a better structure and with more power. And that was the first milestone to attend a big event or an event over there. And yes, I landed just yesterday morning from there, and we were really happy to get known the people in Düsseldorf area, and because a lot of people were in the event, really nice to catch up with them, etc. Really
Hmm.
also nice to hear that some of them didn't know our brand before, which opened our eyes to see that there's a lot of market and people to explain the story and explain our values and show our products. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You should invited me. I'm not too far from Düsseldorf.
Oh, so I'm really sorry about that.
No, 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 no. I like Düsseldorf as well. I did work for a company that was based in Düsseldorf, so I was
Ah,
spent
okay.
some time there as well.
Uh,
But one thing that you mentioned now, the story, the history, kind of.
mm,
I would like to know. I mean, Gobik. I've known about Gobik since what is it now? Like, is it five? I don't know. It's okay. Maybe I should. I need to say one thing first. I need to thank my wife because my wife, whom I met now soon 8 years ago,
uh-huh.
she was the one that introduced me to cycling. She did it in a very passive way. She was a road cyclist. We lived in Mallorca at that time,
Hmm.
in Palma, in Little Barcelona, in Palma,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
uh, and um, I was very uninterested of cycling. To be honest, I thought that all cyclists they were just in the way. They were just
Yeah.
blocking my way when I wanted to go to the beach, kind of.
Uh-huh.
Um, but no, I she really got me interested in cycling, and she wore Gobik, and she
Okay.
told me about this is the Spanish brand, and this is all the local Mallorquin guys. They use Gobik, and it's such a good brand. It's
Hmm.
good, great quality for what you pay for and everything. So I didn't think too much about it. But then when I myself a couple of years later, when we actually left Mallorca, I started cycling, stupidly
Hmm.
enough. And
You
then
were
the
in the
first
paradise of cycling without cycling, and then when you move
exactly,
out of the paradise, you start cycling.
exactly. I know. We've been back many times since,
Yeah.
but then when I was going to order my first kit,
Hmm.
I was like, oh, let's order Gobik. So that's what I bought. I bought Gobik, and funny enough, now and this is another tangent, but I when I was out cycling now this weekend, I actually wore the same first jersey that I ever bought, a
Wow.
long sleeve CX jersey.
Uh-huh.
And it's probably 5 years old now, and it still holds great quality.
Hmm.
Amazing, and I've used it a lot. It's one of my favorite
Hmm.
jerseys, and the
Hmm.
first thing that I ever bought. So that's a long story short. How I came to in contact with Gobix is through my
With
wife. So thank you very much, Katarina. Yeah, I love you for doing that.
Gobik. We all need to thank a lot of things to our wives.
Yeah,
So
exactly. But that being said, we're so I mean now it's established. It's a Spanish brand, right? But where
yeah.
can you tell us a little bit about the history of Gobic for
Yeah,
those that do
actually,
not know?
the history about the brand is a really nice story because it remembers me a lot of big company stories that started in a garage because literally it started like this. It's the two founders of the company. They are two friends. They are friends since the school. So and they grow up in Yecla, where the headquarters of the company is. So they were friends that they love biking. It's Jose Ramon and Alberto. Alberto was a little bit more pro, let's say like this, because he was competing when he was young, etc. But well, they have this hobby, but they were working in other industries and markets. But they decided to to design a custom kit for them for the group of friends that they were
Mhm.
riding every weekend, every day. So So they decided, oh, let me create the design a kit for us, and this was the first spark of the company, and the result was really really nice. And another group tell them, hey, Jose Ramon, Alberto, can you do something for my group of friends? I said, well, why not? And then another. So they start, yeah, like this in the Alberto's garage or parents' garage. So where they were receiving at that time, they were
And
buying the
when was
product
this?
in.
How many years ago is this?
This was in 2010, in 2010.
Wow.
So they were like this during 3 years. So um, creating small projects for the friends or or people from cities around Yecla, designing in Spain but producing in China and with other suppliers. And by after 3 years, they decided to say, well, maybe is this a business. Both of them, they were working in another things. Alberto was architect, and Jose Ramon, he was working in a bike helmets company
Hmm.
based in Yecla as well. But yeah, they were getting a lot of and more orders, and they said, okay, let's quit our jobs and let's focus on this little hobby that after 3 years we're doing, well, some interesting, uh, I would say not business, but projects. So
Wow.
in 2013 they decided, yeah, to quit the jobs and creating this brand Gobik, and they start
Do you know
to.
where the name comes from? Is there? Does it mean something, or where
Yeah,
the?
the Gobik, it comes from go bike, so go bike, and
Yeah.
also the G is for Garcia, is the surname of Alberto, and the O
Mm.
of Ortin, that is the surname of Jose Ramon. So it's Garcia Ortin and bike, and they take off the E in order to make it cooler,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
so it's go by, go big, and the G and O it has is the surnames of the founders of the company.
Nice. And are they still active in the company as well?
Yeah, actually, I would say that too much active. They have this. No, I mean it's a joke, but they are these entrepreneurs that they are in the office at 7 in the morning, and
Hmm.
they don't leave the offices until 9. I don't know. It's crazy how they work, how intense they work, because they are still living a lot this entrepreneur spirit that they have. So they are pushing, they are involved in all the projects that we are creating, etc. So because it's their passion and it's like a baby that they've seen to grow, and they want to still keep around, and but not only around, but working with their hands in all the projects.
That's kind of cool as well. But
Yeah.
I saw that you posted on your Instagram that that you had been there was some kind of session that you had at the office, and you had a lot of people there, employees, and you spoke to this huge MotoGP star, Alex, right?
Aleix Espargaró. Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it. Sorry. You said, I think you wrote that it was like 200 people or so. So how many employees is it
Yeah,
now?
right now
It's grown a lot. Huh?
in the warehouse we are around 200 employees, divided between the administration and offices and the factory, because I was saying that at the beginning they were producing in China and with other suppliers, but by 2013 they bought the first machinery to try to create, not only design but also manufacture the products. And this is
Uh-huh.
something really, really, really important about Gobik, that we are producing everything in our factory, and that's why we have such a big number of headcounts, because
Mm,
we are producing everything in Yecla, and we have our own factory where we
nice.
cut the fabric, sublimate the colors, and then sew everything. And so um, it's a lot of people there. And then we also have a lot of other companies that are suppliers and helping us. And so we can say that around 400 people is working directly for Gobik right now. 200, let's
Wow.
say that, hired by Gobik as a company, and then 200 more working almost
Yeah.
full time for the brand.
Wow. That's a lot. And
Yeah, that's a lot, and in a quite short period of time, because it's been 10 years since this idea of these two friends, and
mhm,
they have done, or we have done, a quite good job, and
yeah.
it allow us to, yeah, to grow and put more people into this party.
Wow. But let's zoom in on you, Albert, a little bit. So your role is director of marketing, right? But what do you do? Can if you explain to people, like, well, what is it
Yeah.
that you do?
Well, actually, my role right now is marketing and sales director as well. I joined the company as a marketing director, but last September, it was more or less September,
Hmm.
October, Alberto and Jose Ramon asked me also to run the sales department. So now I got the two different caps, the marketing and the sales.
Yeah.
Within the marketing, where what I'm doing is to together with all my teammates at the marketing department, we are around 15 people. We are managing all the image of the brand. We like to say that we have like a marketing agency within the company, because
Mm,
we design all the campaigns and design all the social media strategy, all the sponsorships. We take care of the all the ambassadors. We create all the tools that our sales department needs, like catalogs, the B2B. We take all the pictures of the product. So all the image, all what the people see outside about Gobik is created in within the company. And my role is to harmonize all what you see, so that the ambassadors that we have, with the campaign that we are creating, and with the teams that we are sponsoring, and the website, so that everything has a sense, and
hmm.
we try to communicate and yeah, create a strategy, and then take it at the implementation, follow the well the rules, or the idea that is behind this strategy.
And how big is the challenge to also run the sales together with the marketing? Do you have time to do anything else?
Yeah, well, I wake up really early in the morning so I can do other things on work. But no, it's exciting, and also it's a I think it's a intelligent movement, because I can see what are the needs of our, not only the consumers, but also our clients, the retailers in this case, their pains, because I always say that in
Mm,
my job is to decrease the pain of my consumer, the final
mm,
consumer, and the retailer consumer. So all the and so I can get in touch with their pains, and try to solve it in a better way.
mhm.
So right now I have a more visibility about these pains, and how can I help them. So it's easier for my part of the brain that is thinking about the marketing actions, to develop the actions and the tools that I may need to again to solve these pains, and help them, and well, to reach their goals.
That's great. I want to ask you about one thing that you mentioned there earlier. Your morning routine. Uh, do
Yeah.
you? I think you do. You call it like morning dopamine or something? Tell me about this.
Yeah,
Where does it
well,
come from? What is it? Why do you do it?
Uh-huh. Well, this is because in my past life, I was a professional swimmer. I was into the sports. So, and since I was really, really young, I used to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go to the swimming pool and do my trainings and then study and then go back to the swimming pool again. And this is a routine that I've been maintaining. Now it's been a long time that I don't swim as a professional athlete, but I still well maintain this routine. So I wake up really early in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, to do my training session, and it's something that helps me to wake up. And even that people may think that if you're doing a sport in the morning, then you start your day tired. For me, it's the other way around. If I do
Mm,
sports in the morning, really and early in the morning, like I can go swimming, biking, running, or whatever, I feel like more energized. Like I have more energy to well, to develop my professional work during the day. So that's why, yeah, I like to mention this morning dopamine, that it's part of my breakfast. The sports session is part of my breakfast, and it's something that I really feel it, not only mentally but also physically, that I
mm,
feel, yeah, more powerful and with more energy, with fresher ideas. And I really enjoy. And also, then I have two daughters, and it's something that is mandatory, because then the afternoon is for them. So
yeah,
it's important to have my own time, and I did well, and I decided to do it in the morning because all of these benefits.
yeah. While the family is still sleeping, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
But,
That's
but
correct.
I totally agree. I mean, now unfortunately my life balance is a little bit different. That I have to do it late in the evening. But I also, exactly like you, I actually prefer to do it in the morning, and I will try to change my schedule now so I can actually start doing that. As you say, because you get so much more energized throughout the whole day. It's not like
Yeah.
you do your exercise and then you get tired. It's, you get that dopamine effect that you're talking about. Like you just become more, yeah, hyperactive, not hyperactive, but you become more sort of sensible about everything that's going on. I think I totally agree. I think it's a great
Mm.
way to start the day.
I try to
um
do it like every day, but sometimes, well, I cannot do
what
it.
do you, and what do you typically do? Is it, I think,
I normally go to the swimming pool a couple of days. So normally Tuesday and Thursday I go to swim a little bit in the morning, and then those days also at noon or during lunchtime, I like to ride a bike about 1 hour, 1 hour 30, if I can go outside, or if not, with some platforms,
mm-hmm,
indoors. Because those are the days that in the company also there are some groups of people biking. So at
mm-hmm.
1 p.m., like almost everybody stops and go for a ride. So it's like not mandatory, but it is a good cool tradition within the factory over there. So I take
Where do
advantage
I
of.
apply? I need a job like that where that is.
No, and I find that this is really cool and really important as well, because,
Yeah.
well, we are producing or creating campaigns that need to talk and need to get to the mind of the cyclist. And
Mm,
for me, it's really important to feel what a cyclist is feeling, their worries, their needs, how they think. If they are thinking about power, or about kilometers or altitude.
mm,
So it's something that a lot of people, it's not mandatory, but a lot of people that join the company that they were not riding before, after joining the company, they start riding, because there are different groups of different levels, and people start like enjoying cyclists, and well, it's cool. So I
it's
normally,
awesome.
yeah, a couple of days of swimming, then a couple of days of running, and then maybe one day of a little bit of gym, which is important as well for biking, to have a a strong core, and then during the weekends, well, then the long rides with the bike, or now in winter I like to skiing as well. So trying to go to the mountains a little bit as
Awesome.
well.
Awesome. Yeah, you're setting a really good example of how to stay fit but still work and maintain a family in a good way. So I really appreciate that.
Hmm.
Let's rewind a little bit some years. I don't know exactly what you did for education, but I do know that you started off marketing quite early and that you've spent more than, was it more than 10 years at Buff?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but
yeah.
why, how did you come up with the idea of starting to work? Why is marketing interesting to you? And why sort of, how did it come that you came to that trajectory in your
Hmm.
professional career?
Yeah, as I told you, I was a professional swimmer, so I was combining my business administration studies with my
Hmm.
professional career, which was quite difficult here in Spain. I also I had a scholarship to go to the United States to train and study over there.
Wow.
So yeah, after finishing my degree, it took me a little bit longer than a normal student, because I was almost training 8 hours a day,
Wow.
combining swimming hours and gym and physiotherapist. I was, yeah, quite intense. So it took me a little bit to finish the my 40 years degree. But when
Hmm.
I finished, I also decided to quit swimming, because it was already 20 years in the pool, so it was enough. So I knew that when I was studying business administration, I knew that I didn't like financial topics or accounting or well, other topics, and the marketing, it was the subject that attracted me the most. Also because since I was an athlete, and I thought that this well, this I already know or knew what was the feelings of the feelings of an athlete. So I knew how like to hear from the brands, what I like to see from the brands.
Hmm.
So I've been really interested in art and fashion. So it was something that, well, marketing combines really good my rational part and numbers that I also like, but
Hmm.
with this artistic and more yeah, more artistic side of my brain. So it has this combination, not to be disconnected from the business, but connected with these artistic feelings. So I joined BAF as a trainee in the marketing department. So I was not managing or helping with the ambassadors that we had over there, because yes, I had these feelings, and since I was sponsored before, so I
Yeah.
knew their needs, etc. So and then I start growing over there within the marketing department,
Yeah.
and yeah, it hooked me, and I couldn't leave this area. I was involved then in product development and also sales right now. So, but like the core of my job and what I like within the company is to communicate and get the people know the brand and bring the brand to the top of mind of the consumer.
Awesome. So that there, I wanted to ask you, and this kind of builds upon what you were just saying, but what is good marketing?
What is a good marketing? Wow.
Yeah, what is good marketing? Like, what kind of message does supposed to? What's the whole idea? What is good marketing? If
Yeah,
and what sort of speaks to someone? How, from your point of view, what is
I
important?
already mentioned that before. We need to solve pains, and
Mm,
this is how I like to focus the strategy, to try to find which is what the consumer needs, not only in terms of product but also in terms of communication. What do you need me to tell you to get the to get in touch with my brand, no, in this case. So I like this part of analyze the market, the consumer, which are these pains or these needs that the consumer have, and then try to solve it. And for me, it's as simple and difficult as that,
Mm.
to yeah, to be and helping the consumer. Really important in terms of marketing is not thinking about sales, at least in the market where we are talking right now, that is sports. And because sales would be a consequence of the other actions. But in this case, I like to focus more, and not only when talking about marketing, but also when talking about the sales department. I'm not focusing on we need to sell more or sell to our retailers. It's try to help them to, well, to help them in general.
Hmm.
How can I help you as a brand? You that you have a shop or a or an e-commerce, so it's help. And then I always say that everything comes around, so I prefer to help you, and then you will come back. And
Yeah.
it's like a mantra in my life as well, that everything goes around. So try to do good things, that good things will come back.
How in this market, right now, there's TikTok, Instagram, all the different channels. There's just, like, so much content that's being created and so much brands. There's like, honestly, I mean, I don't know how many cycling apparel brands that has reached out to me, like, oh yeah, can we do something together, blah blah blah. It's incredible. So how do you stand out, and what is the challenge really in this market that is just filled with so many different brands and so many different messages that's being thrown around from different companies?
Yeah, it's really difficult and really challenging for the content side. And here, it's kind of trying to distinguish yourself from the market. And I say always that everything is invented already. So what I like to do is to look at the markets, how they are communicating, and try to catch ideas from other markets and trying to apply it to the sports market in this
Hmm.
case. And that's the way that if everybody in cycling is communicating, for example, with people riding a bike and enjoying a sunset, so try to like I would say avoid this image as much as you can.
Hmm.
You cannot also go the other complete way around. But if everybody's communicating that way, let's think about how can we do it in another way. For
Hmm.
example, a few weeks ago we presented our high beast collection. That is the advanced collection for summer,
Love it.
and we barely shoot people riding a bike. So actually, we throw a party in Milan. So why cannot communicate that we are launching a new collection during the Fashion Week in Milan, and throwing a party in a small pub? So, and this is kind of these ideas that you see from other markets, and try to stand out from other brands.
Yeah, I love that idea when this guy was standing in the subway wearing a cycling kit.
Yeah.
And it just stands out. You just notice it so much more because it's in a context where you're not sort of thinking about seeing someone in a cycling kit.
Mm.
I thought that was a quite cool thing. But
So that's
now I understand where that comes from then.
yeah. No, it's this kind of idea. I mean, we need to see people riding bikes with our garments.
Yeah.
But well, I think that if you can combine this with a good taste as well, you need to be surrounded by good suppliers. In this case, with
Mhm.
content creators and production companies, etc. Because people can feel that you are using professionals.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, this combination of do things a little bit crazy and out of the market with good taste, and you need to, yeah, to be surrounded by people. So then it can be one of the keys.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about, I don't know how much insight or how much influence you have on it, but the product strategy that you guys have, kind of. Because when I started then buying stuff from Gobik some 5 years ago, um, I would say that living in the in the Nordic countries, coming from Sweden, that I do, we have
Uh,
a little bit different climate than the Mediterranean, right? So, uh, how I felt about it, that okay, great, this is all super if you live in the Mediterranean. The cold series that kind of was that maybe didn't fit. There was more summer clothes almost for us in Sweden, but
uh-huh.
that has evolved a lot. There's so much more the variation, and also the garments that is now suitable also for the climate that I usually ride in, is it's so much better. So what can you talk to me about that strategy? As you said, now you're moving more towards Germany, and is there what's the plan? What's the strategy there?
Yeah, that's well. As well as you know, the company was born in Spain, so at the beginning, the easiest and the know how, it was really based on personal needs. So that's why the collection were more, let's
Yeah.
say, like fresh garments, etc. But
Hmm.
with internationalization of the brand, and this again, I came back with a pain, with searching which is the pain of the consumer, of the cyclist around the world. We are
Hmm.
not, we can notice that that if we want to reach other countries, and in this case we can say that we are more in the south of Europe, or yeah, in a good climate, and we want to reach northern regions, well, we need to adapt the products, while adapting the fresher now, because now, for example, we will launch a new product for summer conditions, for really hot conditions, but also evolving the products for colder conditions. That in this case is where we were a little bit behind, let's say, a little bit behind from the competitors, and we've put the focus on this kind of products, also working together with their known brand, fabric known brand, as Polartec. This is helping us a
Yeah.
lot also to learn about what are the needs of these other consumers that we want to reach. So right now we are developing a stronger winter collection, with this idea of sales and marketing to reaching other countries and colder countries. So we need to go together with product development to fit again, to help the consumers, because at the end,
Yeah.
what we want is that people enjoy riding, and we want to the people to that the people can feel how cool is to ride a bike,
Hmm.
and make the people happier through riding bikes. And our contribution to them is to give them tools, and in this case clothes, to be able to do that. So
Yeah.
if we have achieved this in the Mediterranean countries, we need to supply people from other countries in colder countries with the same level of garments, and that's
Yeah.
the strategy behind this evolution of the products.
Ah, it's awesome. I love this stuff. Obviously, maybe. um, cool. Well, I want to talk to you. Coming into the fabrics. So, I mean, you said earlier, maybe I'm not the right guy to speak about fabrics and stuff like that. But I still have a little bit thing that I wanted to ask you about. If you know something that could be interesting for the viewers and the listeners.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, right now, Gobik is sponsoring 3 world tour teams, right? It's
Yeah,
Movistar, it's FDJ in the women's peloton, but also now Ineos. And I just one reflection of mine was that UAE used to sponsor UAE as well, and
yeah,
I honestly think that even though that they might be winning more now than Ineos is, the impact with Ineos has just been so much more significant, so much more people. The reach has just become so much more with Ineos than it was with UAE. I don't know what you think about that. Is that
yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
True.
well, actually, when the UAE sponsorship, I was not in the company, so
Yeah.
uh, I don't have the figures to say how the evolution of the impact of this sponsorship was. I know that in terms of product development and international visibility, it helps a lot. Well, a lot of people can remember the image of Pogacar doing like this and showing the Gobik winning the tour. So it has a big impact. But for sure that after this sponsorship, Ineos has helped us a lot also to reach even another level of visibility,
Mm,
because in terms of communication, maybe as you were saying, they are not in their top moment in terms of performance or winning races. It will come for sure, but in terms of communication, they have also a really good team, and the impact that they are reaching is it's big. And yeah, we are really happy. We can notice that right now that we are coming from Germany, or a lot of people interested in the brand in the UK, because they
mm,
are
yeah.
almost the team of UK,
Yeah.
So, well, that was part of the strategy also of the internationalization. So, which are
Hmm.
these buttons that we need to click, to help to help the brand to be known internationally, and for sure that Ineos is helping us a
Yeah.
lot.
I,
And yeah.
one thing that I need to ask you, and I hope you can be honest about this. Egan Bernal,
Yeah.
he posted a picture that was kind of pre-launch of everything. Was that on intention or was it a mistake?
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
I can tell you that
What happened? Tell me what
as a
happened.
marketing
Then
director, I think it was a Saturday or Sunday, because I remember that it was on during a weekend, and it was few days before the official launch.
yeah,
And my cell phone started ringing, and a lot of messages, and what is going on, and I didn't realize, because and it was a little mistake. But well, I think that it was part of the excitement also from the riders to get the new jersey and the new product, etc. But yeah, it was a little bit stress at the beginning, uh, but it's part of the game,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, thank you for being honest. I
Yeah,
appreciate
I
that.
mean, we all need to learn from mistakes, and not everything is perfect. And But well, we have learned that sometimes these little leaks help you to create hype,
Exactly.
and it's not bad. So before launching the Hypebeast collection, it was Alina, one of our ambassadors, doing a bikepacking trip
I
in
saw that.
Asia, and she was already wearing the products, and a lot of people was calling me, Alina is already wearing this, and that in this case it was prepared, so we all know that she was starting to running and communicating, and then the day that the collection was launched, she was explaining that this is what you've been seeing is the new collection, etc. So from one mistake a few months ago, we took advantage and create a new marketing action a few months later.
Smart, smart. I like that. Just coming back to Ineos, I mean, they have been on top of the game for many years when it comes to, and they basically just they set the tone to what became marginal gains, right?
Hmm.
And I don't remember which podcast it was that I listened to the other week, and they spoke about this with Ineos and the marginal gains and how fabrics comes into play with the skin suits for the TTs and stuff like that. And now
Hmm.
it's Gobik providing those things. So is there? Can you speak to me a little bit about how is that sort of conversation going with sort of the performance aspects of working with Ineos?
Well, in this case, they are part of Gobik right now. Part of the Ineos team is working hand on hand with our development team. Yeah, trying new fabrics, new cuts, new prototypes to adapt their needs and try to combine both knowledges. They have a huge amount of data and knowledge, and not
Mm,
only in the performance part of the sports, but also in the materials. They've been helping not only Gobik, but all the suppliers brand or the sponsored brands are impacted by their knowledge. And right now we are working hand on hand. Last Friday we were in actually here in Barcelona, in the velodrome, doing some tests. So
cool.
together with them, yeah, to improve the products that we have already been developing with them. So in this case, yeah,
And
it's helping a lot also to understand and give you like extra tools and knowledge that they have.
do you think that that knowledge will trickle down also in the garments that I wear as well, so I will become faster?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 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 of course, of course. Well, this year, as an example, the beef shorts and the jersey that they are wearing, uh, it's a special product developed with them and for them, and
Hmm.
it's only available with the Ineos colors. And this is
Hmm.
something that in the future it will also be included in our catalog. But
Cool.
that's why that this all this technology somehow and sometime will be on the catalog products. And
Hmm.
I say that as the same way that in Formula One or MotoGP, you won't see a Formula One in the streets, but for sure that some of the technology that it was developed back in the days in the Formula One or in this kind of competition, then is transferred to the actual cars.
Yeah.
So it's the same with the fabrics and the cuts and the productions that we are doing with them.
Yeah. About the brand. So was it now? I don't remember exact date, but it was this autumn, right? That or when was it last year? And it was sometime during last year that there was a rebranding of Gobik.
Yeah, it was
And
last
and
September. Last
I
September.
it's fun, the current company that I work for. We also did a rebranding last year and changed from a old logo type, old brand, and new brand colors, and or updated brand colors and all these kind of
Mhm.
things. I guess you since you joined, you must have been a integral part of that journey.
Mhm.
Can you speak to me a little bit about the thought process, why and how it came to be with a new brand?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it was a project that begins before or right before I joined the company, but then I took it as an important first project of my new duties. Why is because the visibility of our old logo, it was little bit difficult. It has some difficult application when talking about sponsorship. For example, when you see the teams, so if you need to combine your logo within other amount of logo, so we noticed that the visibility was not good, and then also the application in different formats because
Hmm.
of applying in different products, and also in our vehicles or the tents that we are using, the events, the flags, etc. The design department, the marketing design department, they were almost crazy adapting different sizes and different spaces between letters, etc. So they were touching the logo all the time. So that was kind of the topic that we wanted to arrange. And
Hmm.
also another thing that we didn't have, it was a symbol that also you well it's for an sports brand is easier to apply in depending which kind of garments. So
Mm.
we always have been using the word Gobik as a full logo. So
Yeah.
and it was these two parts: visibility and also having a symbol, a sign that will be recognized. And we hire, in this case, we need the help of an agency, an external agency. But again, we work really close with them, so it was not that we bought something. So they were integrated into the company and in the daily basis to understand these needs. And actually the final result, it was made by our own marketing design department.
Hmm.
And well, that was the goals, and I think that we have achieved it, because well, until now we have seen that the visibility of the word Gobi has improved quite a lot. And also we noticed that the sign, the symbol that again I'm wearing
It's on your
today,
t-shirt right
uh,
there.
yeah, on my chest, that it's something that it's already getting, well, it's on the top of mind of people, and people start
Yeah,
recognizing that this part of the G, part of the K together
exactly.
is the Gobik symbol. So yeah, it was a very exciting trip, let's say like this, and long trip as well. But we are really happy with the final result, and because we are achieving the goals that we put at the beginning.
Yeah, I like it too. It looks fresh, looks nice. I like the
Mm.
update. So what's the ambition now for Go Big 2024 and beyond? What do you want to achieve?
Well, the international markets, as I was saying,
Yeah.
I've just come back from Düsseldorf, from Germany, and this is one of the goals. Even that we are already selling through our website in a lot of countries, and also we are developing custom projects for a lot of teams around the world, because
Mm.
well, 50% of the business is the collection, but 50% of the business is customizing. So, and we have clients around the world. um, right now we are focused, until now we were focusing in four main countries: Spain, Benelux, France, and Italy. And we want to increase this number of countries. With Germany is the main goal for this season, and together with the UK. And also, well, we are opening conversation with new markets. So on our head is also, it's all the time international markets, and this is
Mm.
the main goal in terms of marketing and sales. And in products, keep adapting and not stopping on the development of garments. As I was saying, soon you will know about a new summer jersey with really high technology behind it. And for next winter also we present the collection to our retailers. We are presenting right now, but we had the autumn winter presentation a few weeks ago, where we are
Hmm.
presenting new things for extremely cold weathers. So for sure that cold countries will be really happy with the
Nice.
fall 25 collection.
Awesome. I like to hear that. We didn't speak about custom yet, but as you said, it's a big part of the business. And I think it was before your time as well. I was involved in a custom project,
Hmm.
making some stuff, and I must say that process with you guys so smooth, so easy, and yeah, really creative and cool stuff as well that came out of the creative side of those designers. So I must
Yeah.
say, yeah, they have definitely a great skill set.
Yeah. Well, actually, the starting point of the company is the custom,
Mm.
and right now there are more than 20 designers within the
Wow.
company working in custom projects. Yeah, we are developing around 200 and 250 different projects every week. So
Wow.
new designs and projects every week with these 20 25 designers that we have in the company. And also this is really linked to the production process that, yeah, we're able to manage all this process. Everything right
Mhm.
now is with a lot of technology behind it. And
Then I understand why they were so efficient and so good at what they do when they do that amount of projects at the same time and with that's impressive. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, well, it's in our DNA, and that's why, well, we try to do it every day a little bit better. But well, we have a really big team and strong team focus on this part of the business. And again, and I know that I'm little bit boring, but trying to find these pains that some groups
Yeah,
or teams can find out there, and try to solve it, and make it, as you were saying, as smooth and easy as possible. Because, well, when you are creating something that is special for you, you it's not only about the design, but also how smooth and simple you make the life for the other. So
exactly.
that's our goal. Yeah.
Hey Albert, thank you very much. This has been super insightful. I really hope that you will enjoy the week and the end of the week with Volta Catalonia, and that you, I don't know if you're going out for bike ride now or later today. It's
No,
Tuesday.
not right now, but well, I'll try to find a spot during the week, and for sure that during the weekend also I will join the Vuelta a Catalunya. I'll try to go
Cool.
to see them. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcus.
Again, thank you very much, Albert. That was amazing. Such a passionate individual, and I need to say that again. That taking from what you do to start exercising in the morning, getting that endorphin going, I honestly need to get that part again. So let's see if I am able to do that and take what you're doing into my life and implement it. Not always as easy, but I sure will. And I really hope that I will be meeting you soon. I hope you like this episode. There's more of Learn with Gravelholic to come. I have some amazing and exciting guests that I haven't announced yet, which I'm super excited about. I hope you're excited too. And just as a little bit of a teaser, I have another really, really fun project ongoing as well that I hopefully will be able to share with you in the future. But it needs to be curated and yeah, formed a little bit better before I can share anything of those things. But until then, thank you very much, and thank you for helping me pass 150,000 followers on Instagram. That was a big milestone for me the other day. It's been a little bit of a struggle getting there, but I'm not personally striving to add more members, but it's a fun thing to see how the account is growing. So thank you very much, and have a nice day until I see you next time. Bye.